This is Real Retirees Uncut. No filters, no scripts, just conversations about what retirement is really like. Let's meet another real retiree. Give me your name, age, and where you're from.
My name is Joyce Lambert. I'm 66 and I am from Norwalk, Ohio, which is about 60 miles south of Columbus,
Okay.
southeast of Columbus.
All right. Now, when did you retire and from what career did you retire?
I retired in 2021 from the Ohio Department of Corrections. I was in HR and I worked there 34 years.
Now, what drove your decision to retire? When did you know that it was time to go? You'd had enough and your time had come.
Basically, had an opportunity to work contract for the Department of Corrections, which meant I could retire and still work for them from home, doing the same thing I did, which was hiring in the Bureau of Personnel hiring unit.
Okay.
So basically, I take care of the corrections officers hiring.
Okay. So then you took advantage of that opportunity when
I
it
did.
presented itself.
I was ready to go. I was getting a little tired of going inside the prison every day and doing all of the training you have to do, and a little too old to do the unarmed self-defense class, which is mandatory, and just thought it was time. It was time for
Right.
me to go.
Now, as you were approaching that decision point, what was your strategy for saving and investing to make sure that you were financially stable when you finally did retire?
I did join a deferred comp program, and I had been in it for a good 20 years and put so much money per paycheck into that, which accumulates over the years. You have an opportunity to go high risk or low risk, and I chose low risk.
Hmm.
I probably would have done it differently and gone high risk because I would have had a lot more in there if I had. But I wanted to be safe, more safe than sorry.
Right.
But I do have friends that did high risk and they have a lot more money than I do in their deferred comp.
Okay. So deferred comp. Did you use anything else? Did you use any savings bond? I mean, not savings bonds,
No,
but
nothing else, but I would recommend to do that. If you're young and watching this, get yourself invested early in an IRA or something. I
right.
wish I would have done that.
Okay. Now that you're in retirement, what are you using as your primary sources of income to sustain yourself from month to month, year to year, outside of the part-time job that you're working?
Just my retirement. And I am now starting to be able to collect my Social Security once I stop working.
Okay. Often people say that after they have saved for so many years, 20 or 30, 40 years, they have trouble going from a savings mentality to a spending mentality. Have you experienced that?
It is hard to save because you do want to travel when you retire. If you're like me,
Hmm.
I've been on 4 cruises since retirement, but
Right.
um,
Well, yeah, I understand it's hard to say, but sound like you've done a good job at it. But now that you have saved X amount, do you have any trouble spending that money that you have saved?
a little.
Okay.
I do have a little. My husband likes to gamble,
Okay.
and that worries me a little. But
Yeah.
I, um, I'm always thinking, should I not? Should I save this? Should I keep
Right.
it for an emergency later? Whatever happens to crop up.
Yeah.
And the housing market right now is crazy, and we want to downsize.
Okay.
It's just not a good time.
All right. Now you mentioned Social Security. Did you say you have taken Social Security already, or you're planning to at some point?
I plan to. If I'm working, I cannot collect it.
Okay.
Once I stop, I can.
At what age do you plan to take it, and why do you plan to take it at that age as opposed to waiting until later?
I'm going to work as long as they'll keep me on contract, just because I am afforded the luxury of living from home.
Okay.
And it's nice to have that extra income
Yeah.
to
So
save up.
yeah, I think
Or
nowadays they call that a side hustle. But at what age do you plan to take Social Security? Is it 62 or what?
I'm already past 62. I'm 66. So I guess when I stop working.
Okay. So not sure when that will be, but whenever you stop, you're going to immediately start taking it. What is a typical day like for you now? Can you kind of walk me through your day from the time you get up in the morning until the time you go
Okay.
to bed at night outside of the work?
This is embarrassing, but I don't have to be at work until 8. I get up at 7:45.
Uh-huh.
I just change my pajama pants and stay in my lounge pants
Yeah.
and the whole time I'm working.
Now, what about the days that you don't have to work? What is a typical day like for you?
The weekends, I have a mother in assisted living and a sister with Alzheimer's, and I
Hmm.
go visit them on the weekends and help take care of them.
Okay. Tell me, what do you enjoy most about retirement?
Just the hustle bustle is gone. I don't have to worry about punching a time clock or getting to work in the winter weather.
Hmm.
Driving in that, I hated driving in snow.
Yeah.
um,
Okay.
I get to just relax a little bit and not have all of the people in my office constantly and having to take care of issue after issue after issue.
Yeah.
And
Now, since you retired, have you had any major lifestyle changes? Have you downsized? Have you moved? Do you travel
we
more?
have added 2 room additions to the house, a bedroom and with a bath, and redone the kitchen. So it'll help the resale value of our house.
Okay.
And hopefully increased I've doubled
The value.
the value of my house
Right.
since I bought it.
Now, have you picked up any new hobbies, new interests, or new skills that you didn't have before?
Um, Not really, no.
Okay.
I cook a lot more.
Right. Now, what has been the biggest challenge or the biggest surprise since you retired? Something that you may have thought was going to happen that didn't happen, or something that didn't happen
Um,
that did happen?
well, my mother took a turn and has to be in assisted living, so I see her every weekend.
Hmm.
And I used to have to go stay with her on the weekends and clean her house and do her laundry and do her grocery shopping. So on my 2 days off, that occupied most of my time,
Right.
and it still does.
Okay. Now, with the Department of Corrections, do you wish that you would have retired sooner or later, or do you feel you retired at about the right time?
I think if I would have waited 4 more years, I would have had a little bit more in the retirement
Hmm.
check. I just was tired. I was tired of the rat race,
Right.
and I could not do an armed self defense anymore. It was just too hard on my bones.
Yeah. Looking back, as you approach retirement, is there anything that you wish that you would have done differently to better prepare for retirement?
Yes, I wish I would have invested in some kind of a savings investment program.
Hmm.
When I was 18, I sat in the recruiter's office for the Navy,
Hmm.
and I didn't join. I wish I would have. My dad was in the Navy, and he encouraged me. I wish I would have done that because I would have been retired several years back now with a full uh, government pension and insurance,
Yeah.
and maybe being married to an admiral living in Hawaii.
Tell me one or two things that you're glad that you never have to deal with again when it comes to the workplace.
For me, working in the prison, going inside the fence, I'm glad not to have to do that.
Okay. How would you define retirement success? If you had to put it in a few words or a sentence or two, what is your definition of a successful retirement?
Being smart and saving your money and having enough money to enjoy when you
Hmm.
retire, and being with someone that shares your interests and likes to do the same things you do is a big thing.
Yeah.
um, Spending more time with my grandkids,
Okay.
and just being able to relax and not have to worry about punching a clock at 8 o'clock Monday morning.
Yeah. And now, finally, if you had to give advice to someone that's maybe 5 to 10 years out from retirement, what would that advice be? It may be some general advice, maybe something that we haven't covered already.
Make sure you invest, save however you can, because you will be limited. And I just can't stress enough how much it takes to live these days.
Mhm.
Groceries, gas, everything
Yeah.
is, and your income doesn't go up once you
Mhm.
retire, it stays the same.
Right.
So invest.
Okay. All right. Well, I really do appreciate all your valuable advice that you've given, and I appreciate your time. So please like, share, and subscribe to the channel.